I discovered my husband had been drugging me for 6 months to simulate early-onset dementia and gain control of my company. The neurologist held up my brain scan, pointing to unusual patterns, not consistent with Simona's, she said. More like chronic poisoning. My blood work showed traces of scopolamine, a drug that causes memory loss and confusion. 6 months of forgotten conversations, missing time board meetings where I'd apparently rambled incoherently, my own executive team voting to remove me as CEO of the tech company I'd built from nothing. Marcus had been so supportive, granted me to appointments, taking notes when I couldn't remember, suggesting I sign power of attorney to him for my own protection. My devoted husband of 8 years holding my hand through my mental decline, except I wasn't declining, I was being systematically poisoned. The evidence was in our home security footage, Marcus adding powder to my morning coffee, increasing doses on days with important meetings. He'd researched extensively, keeping me functional enough to seem credible while impaired enough to appear incompetent. I found his laptop still open, messages to my business rival Daniel Chen. They'd planned everything. The drug regimen, the doctor appointments with Marcus's friend who'd confirmed my deterioration, the sale of my company to Daniel's firm for a fraction of its value. Marcus would receive 40 million as my medical proxy. Daniel would absorb my company's IP patents worth billions. I'd spend my remaining years in a specialized facility too impaired to contest anything. The meeting transcripts were devastating. My own words, slurred and confused, arguing against decisions I couldn't remember, making my signature on documents I'd never seen. My life's work handed over while I sat there drugged and helpless. I played along for 3 more days, let Marcus continue his routine while I secretly documented everything. Replaced my coffee with Deca, poured his doses down the sink, acted confused while my mind cleared for the first time in months. The reversal shocked everyone within a week. My cognitive tests were normal. The board meeting where I presented evidence of the poisoning was legendary. Marcus arrested in the conference room. Daniel's acquisition frozen by federal investigators. My company saved by 72 hours of pretending to be sick, but the damage lingered. 6 months of questioning my own mind. The humiliation of public deterioration. Former employees who'd watched me stumble through presentations, forever doubting my competence. Investors who'd pulled funding from an unstable CEO. Marcus got 12 years for attempted murder and fraud. Not enough for stealing 6 months of my sanity. Daniel fled to Singapore, his assets frozen but his freedom intact. I am back at my company, but it's different. People watch me carefully, looking for signs of confusion. Every forgotten name or misplaced file triggers concerned whispers. The board requires quarterly cognitive assessments. My own creation feels like a probation. The cruelest part was how perfectly Marcus played the devoted husband, the man who'd vowed to love me in sickness, fabricated the sickness himself. Every concerned touch was calculated, every worried glance performed for witnesses. I still drink coffee every morning, still flinch at the first sip, still test myself with memory exercises, terrified that one day the confusion will return naturally. He didn't just poison my body, he poisoned my trust in my own mind. Some mornings I wake up uncertain if I am better, or if this clarity is temporary. That's his lasting gift. The forever question of whether my mind is truly mine, or if I am one sip away from losing everything again. Recovery isn't just about flushing toxins from your system, it's about reclaiming the confidence that someone methodically stole one poisoned morning at a time.